Hi everybody, I hope everybody is doing okay, at least, and are better as well. So, I'm going to change things a little bit and say something that I have talked about before, but I thought I would share light on it. So, we've heard this saying before: all the world is a stage, and all the men and women merely players. All men and women are players. Are we players on the world stage? Now, how many times have you heard news reporters, when they talk about a political leader, say, for example, Boris Johnson leads the way on the world stage, Donald Trump leads the way on the world stage? How many times have you heard that? That's because the world is a stage. What we're seeing on TV and what the news is reporting, and all the people on there that are talking on the news, most of the time, are actors. It's all a script. It's an ongoing script that is planned in advance. And a lot of it is fake. A lot of it is staged. And a lot of it is to divert attention from where people shouldn't be looking. So they divert your attention. Look at me. What I'm doing, I'm acting. I'm on the political theatre. Because that's what it is, yeah? Because when you look at political leaders, these are all puppets on a strings. This is the world stage. They're all introducing themselves. You know, we've got President Xi Jinping. Is that President Xi Jinping? Chinese president is supposedly, yeah, against the West. Like, we've got there David Cameron, the old Prime Minister of the UK. We've got Obama, the old President of the United States. We've got, I think that's Shinzo Abe, the Japanese Prime Minister. These are all actors. They all work together. They all have photographs together. They all meet. They all shake hands. They all have meals together. Yeah? Even like people like Putin and freaking President Xi Jinping, they are, they have they've met together. They've met the Queen. They've had talks with the Queen. They all meet. They all have selfies. They all smile. We've had seen Obama and Putin share a laugh together. I'll show you in a minute. It's because the world's a stage. They are pretending to go against each other. These are actors. They're all actors. I mean, look at what they're doing with their hands. Can you see? What's this? Is this some kind of symbolic message that they're sending to each other? It looks like it to me, doesn't it? Just put your hands up, everyone, like this. It could be waving. If they were waving, wouldn't their hands be in different at different angles if they were waving? But no, they're all up like this, aren't they? I wonder if it's some kind of Masonic message. But yeah, I'll just show you this a minute. So here, guys, we've got, hold on here, guys. So we've got Putin here, we've got Obama here, yeah. They're sharing a bit of a joke together, yeah. So they're talking. Look, they're talking. There we go. Look, they're best friends. Can you see? But yeah, we're told that these are against each other. No, they're friends because it's all an act. It's all an act. It's all a stage. There you go, guys. So yeah, back to the political leaders. They all work together, because it's all a stage. It's all movie theatre. They're against the people. I'm not saying it's right. Absolutely not, because it's it's them versus us, the people. They do not give a shit about us. They are all on a team together, pretending like they're against each other when really they're against their own people. So, this Chinese president here doesn't give a shit about his people in China, no. Because this is a brotherhood, or a sisterhood, even. They're all in the same club. Because even this guy's an actor, I believe. I mean, I think this is all theatre as well. It's all stage. It's like a comic book, you know? Have you ever looked at this? Compare it to a comic book. This is like a comic book character. Something you'll see in a movie. Because that's what it is. I'm not saying that these people are fucking dangerous, because they are. But all I'm saying is, it's an ongoing script that they're giving us, right? This, you know, real life event, you know, not quote unquote real life events, are actually, if there are a script, it's like an ongoing movie. It's supposed to be probably the biggest movie ever. And what if these people, the powers that be, are wanting to create the greatest show ever for some supreme being or some supreme I say supreme leader I say supreme when I'm looking at freaking this guy, but I mean like some higher entity. Maybe it's to put on the greatest show ever, and this is what this is, and we got maybe some gods or something watching this show that they're putting on, because it is a show. It's a massive show, and we're all involved in it. They've got us all involved in this big ongoing movie or big TV show. It's the most disturbing, scariest show ever made, and maybe it's to entertain the gods. Just a theory, because you look at this, yeah. I mean, now I read a lot of these news articles as if it's just a comic book, because that's what it is, or an ongoing story. I mean, some of these, you look at the Daily Express, for example, it's completely set up like a comic book, yeah. Because that's what it is. These people are characters. They are playing their role. Maybe then it's not even their real name. The agents playing their role, playing their part as a character, because it is like reading a comic book. Putin's plot to cut off Kiev, Ukraine's best troops sidelined with attack on major target. It's like a comic book. You look at that. It's exactly the same. Reading the news with pictures of showing leaders and big super villains like Putin and President Xi Jinping or Kim Jong Un. You know, these big super villains, and we're supposed to believe that the West are all superheroes and we're against the bad guys. You know, it's like reading a comic book, because they put pictures out, and sometimes they put pictures of nuclear weapons and army tanks and explosions. It's like a comic book. So when you read the news, read it as if it's a comic book, guys. Read it as if it's fiction, because it is fiction. They want you to believe it's real, but it's actually fiction. Yeah? It doesn't mean it won't affect us, because it does, because these people are psychopaths still. But nonetheless, read it. A lot of what they put out is fiction. Like I said, people don't know if even nukes are real or not. You know, they could be just massive, huge bombs. It doesn't mean that they will still be destructive, and will still sacrifice people to put fear in people so they can control them more. Because that's what they do. They live on fear, so they get you to believe it's real. Ever heard of this Disney movie? It's like the movie Bolt, guys. He believes everything's real, but it isn't. It's all fake. It's all political theatre. Like I've said before, guys, 1 year could equal an episode, and a century could equal a season. It's kind of like that. So, you know, you've got seasons of a TV show, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, whatever, say Lost, and each season has so many episodes, right? It could be like that. So imagine this is century 1, and there's 100 years in this century, right? That could be the same as season 1, 100 episodes, season 2, etc. Now we're in the 21st century, so that would mean it's season 21, and we're in the 20th year of the 21st century, so that means it's season 21, episode 20. Sorry, 22. we're in the 2022, so we're in the 21st century, we're in the 22nd year of the 21st century. So that means it's season 21, episode 22. Yeah. All right, guys, I'll leave it there. Just some updates, and I think I stopped the video and I didn't know where I stopped it to, so there's probably a bit of a gap between them. So there's probably a bit of a pause. So just bear with me. Sorry about that if there was. All right, guys. Cheers.